Well, welcome to the Friday night hangout, Stunt Hangar Live. I'll run it for an hour unless we get some people in. It's very hard to talk by myself. I only have one more wing panel to ink and the stabilizer on the underside to go, and I can start clearing it tomorrow. You turn the lower third off here. Okay. We need to close out the toolbox and turn on the chat in case there's somebody here. And so what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to finish inking this bottom panel. This is just an ink layout that I came up with. Like I said, we'll get the clear on it tomorrow. I inked this one, but I have yet to do the bottom on this side here. So I'll look for my materials here, and we'll proceed. If you're new to the channel, please download Google Hangouts. Start your webcam. You can talk to me or whatever. I've opened the link up for everybody. And this is better than just doing a stream. That way you can interact and ask questions. I'm going to call Chris, tell him we're online, or message him. Message online. There we go. All right. So as I stated, this is the last wing panel to ink. You've been following along. I described what I did with this template material. I'll have to pull this out a little bit. Move my bench. So what makes these paint stands so handy, I can ink the fuselage. Of course, I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. The inking on this took a little longer than I normally do because I wanted a nice job on it. It's right there. Of course, before I paint the clear, I'll have to take the flaps off and go down inside the trailing edge of these ink lines, which I might get done tonight after the string's complete. So you see I got tape on this this plastic stencil so it doesn't move. Double check. Remember what I told you about inking even pressure, even speed gives you an even line. We get to start. I think my pens might need to be cleaned again. They're not acting right. Yeah, I need the other glasses. I can't see what I'm doing. Gotta get the 5 times on. What do we got going on here? We only got one viewer. Please join the chat. Last night we had a lot of viewers, but no chatters. This line here is probably the most difficult. For some reason, he's not putting out the ink. Just not going to worry about it. So, I have a pretty simple type layout for this. It's only a few lines, but they're large, long, so they fill a lot of space and they make it look like it's really detailed. I didn't want to get too involved. With doing, a whole lot of work. Yeah, it looked easy. Let's see if I can remember what I got here. I got one long one from the root to the tip. So we need the yardstick. My yardstick has tape under it. I have to tighten this up. I think you can see what I'm doing. These, I was sitting there watching, or, I set the airplane on the floor and I looked at it, and, it's really kind of amazing what we do to take nothing and turn it into this. This started with nothing, just some sticks of wood. and we turn it into a usable machine. So it's kind of a neat trait for anybody who can do it. And when this gets a clear on it, it'll really pop. Now you notice I stopped that long line. I stopped it in one of the lines turning so I could reposition myself. And if you do that, it doesn't much matter. Now I went to the wheel well. Of course, I'm going to have to go across those wheel well. Forget all about that. So that's that. This other line goes from the top of that I try to make things as easy as possible. So I know where it is in relationship here. I don't know where it is on the tip. So let's see here. That looks right. I guess I could measure. Come on into the room and talk to me. That's what this whole thing is for. If I can't get some participation, I'll quit doing these. Hangouts. So we have I have the measurement here, so both sides are the same. Two viewers. Remember, what we're trying to do here is we're just trying to simulate real structured panels. I'm not trying to highlight any of the wood area. Of course, I am going to highlight that crack. Remember, I told you about using your cowl breaks and things as ink lines. Now I'm gonna pull a rabbit. I'm gonna fudge it. And the fudge is this line, for some reason, my checkerboards are touching over here, but not touching over here. So we're just going to take the pen and fill in that little sliver of orange. And the difference in size in the checkers will not be able to be picked up by your eye, and especially not on the underside. Still pulling a rabbit here. Come on, I'm hoping somebody will come in and talk to me. My friend from Canada, Chris. Of course, it is Friday night, and young guys are out partying. Okay, got two more, and then we can go on to the next line. Here again, I've told you that I'm wearing glasses that are 5 times magnifier. So whatever I see with these 5 times magnifiers on, I just don't believe that's 500 power. I just don't believe you could see with your regular naked eye, because I can't see with my other glasses. So if you can see this, you're standing too close. In Harley Davidson, we used to have the 3-foot rule. They say, what are we going to do about that? There'd be a little speck there. Well, let me take off my glasses here and stand back 3 foot and see if I can see it. Nope, can't see it. What are we going to do? Nothing. Go home and write it. Okay, so for the next line, I think I'm going to split up these panels here, but not right at this time. I have to think about that. And that will only take a few minutes before I clear it, if should I decide to do it. But you want these split lines here from panel to the other to go from one side of the airplane to the other, and they have to be square. How do you do that? Well, I don't have a square that'll go all the way, which I should have bought. I should have bought a bigger square. Got some tape residue on here I'm going to have to get off. So we got to do this in a couple of settings. I'll have to take those flaps off and go around the inside. I also have to go around the back side of the trailing edge. So now I have the first line there, and it should be square because I use the triangle on the trailing edge of the wing, and we'll just run that parallel. And here again, I'm sure there's all kinds of ways to do this inking business. My way is not the only way. So and I'm not as good as Gene Martin and Billy and some of them other guys. It's just my way. quick way to get something on there. Why is this pen out of ink or what? I hear somebody.
Hey.
Who we got there?
Chris.
Hey.
Hey.
What? Go ahead.
I can't stay on super long today because my garage still doesn't have internet, so I'm using my phone data for a little bit here, but I'm gonna eventually go inside and sand those ribs, so I'll be able to jump back on then.
Hey, let me ask you this. How did you get the link here? Did you go on Stunt Hangar?
Yeah. That's the only way I can get on.
It seems that some people are having a problem with this, and I don't know if I'm doing something wrong or what.
Yeah, it works really easy. I just hit the button or the link and it opens up the app in my phone.
Right. Here's what I got done on it. Today's the last. I mean, I'm going to clear it tomorrow.
Yeah, it looks good. What does it say on the wing there? Oh, Stunt Hangar.
Yeah, the other side is 217.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna grind something. I'll be right back.
Okay. I was just explaining my inking methods on how, I'm doing a nice job, but I'm not doing a thunderbolt job.
Yeah. Less is more, right?
Yeah. How much did you do on your fuselage? Because that's the hardest part to do.
I did a couple vertical lines. What did I do? Hold on, I'm looking at my phone here. I took pretty decent pictures of it. I think I did. No, that's not worth it.
Just tell me how many.
I'm trying to remember. Okay, here's what I did. I did one all the way around it vertically.
Where at?
Just behind the needle valve. So you know what? Can I just send you this picture somehow?
Yeah.
They're all horizontal except for at the tail. I did a few long.
You mean vertical?
Vertical. I did all vertical, and I did that were with the thrust line. Here, I'll email this to you, and you should be able to look at it.
Because those are the hardest lines to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I about got this wing all. This is the last panel on the wing to do.
All right, you should get it.
Yeah.
You want to look?
Hang on.
Okay, I'm gonna grind something.
Okay. I posted a link on how to get Google Hangouts on the open forum. But I'm not sure that the guys understand it.
Yeah. I feel like I have no mounting pads anymore. That's really hot still. Ouch. I'm making a 75 fit.
Let's see what we got. Where did you mail them to? My email address?
Yeah, Sparky, whatever.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. So, come on. This laptop runs a little slow when I'm broadcasting. No, I didn't get it. Airbrush. Pressure.
Oh, it's still trying to send it.
Oh, okay.
Let me hang up on the Hangout. I'll call you back.
Okay. Well, let's see what we're going to do for dinner. You going to do anything for dinner? Anything? Sandwich? Whatever. I am streaming. Yeah, sandwich is fine. We got, what do we got for sandwich?
Did it go through? It says it went.
Hold on, Chris. Yeah, better not do that then. Anything you can make, I guess. Okay. What'd you say?
I think it went through.
Okay, let me look. We only got one viewer. I still haven't got it here. Let me close this out and reopen it. So what are you doing? I see you're in your garage.
I'm making this 75 fit. I'm grinding metal.
Where'd you get the 75 from?
Mark McKinney let me borrow his to get it to test it with. So.
Okay. You should have those molds and that stuff Tuesday.
Okay, great. I got your tank right here, and I got a box for it today. So I'll get that out.
So one at the one there, and yeah, you don't have a whole lot going, so that's okay. One in front of the stab, one behind the canopy, one in the middle of the wing, and then one up by the nose. Yeah, I can do those.
Yeah, they're. I try to do less is more because I had those big, heavy black lines or white lines and the black line going down it.
Well, I have black lines as well. And I just, I don't want to. It's kind of.
Hey, this tank says it's 1.4, but I think there's fuel in it still. I tried to drain it all.
You'll be fine. 6 ounces. Super Tiger only runs about 6 ounces.
No, I mean, I just waited. It's 1.4.
Oh.
But I'm still pulling more out of it, every time I think there's just fuel in it,
1.4 is lighter than 2.5.
Yeah, I just thought it was lighter, and I apologize. Yeah, well, now it's down to 1.35, so it's just there's some leftover fuel in it.
Ounce and a quarter. That's.
Yeah, when it was new, it was probably an ounce and a quarter. There's just some residual fuel in it, but I'm gonna pack it up right now so I can drop it off tomorrow.
I appreciate that. That'll. I mean, I don't know as I need it, but that would probably help.
And the piece of tape on it here, that used to say Uniflow. So the piece of tape is the Uniflow vent.
Okay, and you run it as pressure, right?
Yeah. You don't have to. I mean, it'll be ram air. It'll be fine, but it's up to you.
I run muffler pressure.
Okay, yeah, that'll work. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any issues. It feels pretty pressure checked.
Here, let me look at it. I've been looking over here. Let me close this up. Okay, let's see here. Where are you? Right there. Bing. Okay.
So the back line is the pressure. There's
Okay.
the Uniflow line. And it's just got a little plunk in it.
Yeah, so the front one is the overflow.
No, the front is the needle. Oh, yeah. This is the overflow. Yeah, this is the overflow. This is the Uniflow. This is obviously the pickup.
Obviously. How wide is that thing? Same as a standard tank?
I think it's 2 inches. It's just under 2. It's like 1 15/16.
Should work okay. And it's a clunk, so.
Yeah, it'll work great for you. And I can order a little bigger one. I think the bigger one has just got an extra ½ inch on the front of it for the 65.
For the 75, you mean?
Yeah, 75.
And that should be enough fuel in that for a 65.
For what? The 6.5?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what I've been running at 60. I've been flying at 65.
And that's 6.5 ounces or 6 1/4?
It's 180 cc's.
Okay, let's see. I gotta go Google
I did
it.
the math once and I said, that's enough.
180 cc's the ounce. Okay, that is. Hold on, don't open it. I'm gonna check the tail of my airplane off. Okay, thank you. 180 cc's is 6.086 ounces.
So it's just under, it's only about 6.
Yeah, about 6 1/10.
Yeah. I think it's more than that because it takes me, I pump the pump 6.5 times. So it's supposed to be an ounce, so whatever. Close.
It'll be fine. You got my address, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to build me one of them wall hanger paint or airplane stands.
Well, I need somebody that can weld the mounting part. Everything else is easy.
Your camera went off there.
Oh. I mean, it's pretty easy. I can't do it because I can't weld. I had to have a friend do it.
You can't weld.
Never needed to.
What?
I've never needed to.
If you mail that tomorrow, I'll get it Tuesday.
Yeah.
I like the looks of this airplane. Gotta have the doors in there.
The doors? What do you mean?
Wheel doors.
Oh, are you like gonna take a pic or something?
No, I did. The ink line runs right over the top of them.
Oh, the door. I got you. Yeah, I specifically avoided that.
Nothing to it.
Oh, I screwed that up.
This silver is just Duplicolor AutoZone lacquer.
What'd you say?
The silver is Duplicolor AutoZone lacquer.
Oh, okay.
In a spray tan, it covers a lot better than silver dope. I should have made 2 of them mold, them bombs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. We'll see if I like it.
Well, I'll send them back to you.
Yeah. What the hell happened to the pen? I'm surprised my Canadian friend Daryl's not on.
Looks like I'm gonna get this in no problem. I was a little worried about it. There's not a lot of room in this thing.
The problem is the mounting holes.
Well, he already had the motor ground out. So I'm just gonna do when mine gets here.
I think Randy or whoever's doing the machining ought to make it so it fits, you know, the
Yeah,
lug.
I don't know why he did it that way. What his motivation was for that. Man, it actually looks like it was built for this thing. It looks better than the 65.
It's going to be 6 months before those motors are done.
Well, I'll have this one. He said I could practice with this one, so. Ooh, that's a problem. I didn't see that issue. Okay. Never thought this would be an issue. The needle valve sticks out. Like I can't get the crap trap through here. What's that? I guess I could run filterless.
I wouldn't.
Maybe I don't know what to do.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Oh, pretty good. Who we got there? Daryl?
Yep.
I'm just talking about you.
Uh-oh.
I was wondering where you were. I was on last night for an hour and a half.
Well, there's a Harley story behind that.
Oh boy.
Oh, it's a good one. Yeah, I went for a putt day before yesterday. It was a nice afternoon, so I went for a ride. I didn't get home till last night, so.
Well, if this isn't a pain, I don't know what is.
Getting a new ship ready.
Well, I'm going to start clearing tomorrow.
All right, I got it. I have to disconnect it from the tank, slide it from the front to the back, but I can get it in there. What a bunch of rigmarole. Wonder if I should grind that out. There's no strength there.
I never put an F1 in.
No, it's not the F1. It's the motor is against the balsa side. So there's no room on this because the cylinder is so much bigger than the 65. Yeah. It's so much thicker at the bottom there. I have 3/16 of balsa. I mean, I could get rid of a lot. I just don't really want to.
Listen to this idea. Get a dowel or a pencil and put sandpaper on it and only sand a ditch where the crap trap goes.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to need to do. See it? Can you see it? I already did it for the joint.
And just take a pencil and run a groove, a 1/4 inch wide groove in there, so you're not losing any strength, but you're just clearancing for that filter.
Yeah, I think I want to take out more actually, because what I want to be able to do is not have to disconnect it here, and I just want it to be able to flop down. I think if I just clear this out to make it, a 1/16 of an inch versus 3/16, there's no strength there anyway. I could do the pencil route, but then I have to still slide it, versus if I clear out that whole top half of it, I don't have to worry. Like, it'll be easier to take in and out.
I don't think I'd do that, but it's up to you. And the reason why I wouldn't do it in the sun, it's going to warp, and the cowl won't fit there on the side because there won't be enough material.
Yeah, that's a good point. I might just, maybe I will just do what you're talking about.
You got 64th plywood on the top of that?
On here? Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't take it away, because if you relieve all that material out of there in the sun and it heats up, it'll warp, and then the cowl won't fit right.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna just I have a little carving tool. I can cut the trough in just as easily as sandpaper.
You got your tank pushed back in the wing like I did too?
Yeah, but not that much. You can see it. It's
Yeah.
only like a half an inch.
Mine's all the way back to within a quarter inch of the bell crank that I can slide the tank back.
I didn't go that far. I could have. This is the thing part. I could have went all the way back to the belt. It would have been really easy. The other one I did about the same distance. I just did what I knew this tank, because I already had bought this tank. I just did it what I thought I would need. So, but all right, I'm going to do what you told me to do. It's a good idea.
You're gonna like that motor.
I had one. Oops. Oh, there went your tank. I had one in one of my airplanes, and I liked it, but I only had it for a little bit.
They run like a Super Tiger 60 with more power.
Yeah, Bill really likes his, so it's gonna be fun.
You're running a PA?
Sorry?
You're running a PA?
Yeah.
I had 7 of them at one time. I always hate putting these lines on because I never get them straight.
Nobody looks that close besides you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could cut this out and put a piece of fiberglass in there because I already have nose weight anyway. That would stop it from warping in the wind in the sun. Wouldn't it?
You need some mass. You know, I mean, I don't know. It might be all right.
Because I just cut out an ounce and a quarter of nose weight, so I'm really not concerned about.
Yeah, you cut out an ounce and a quarter, but you put it back in with the motor.
Oh, I know. That's the whole point of taking it out.
And that motor's got twice as much power. And trust me.
Well, this is going to be the right motor for this airplane for sure.
Now, because I built mine for Super Tiger, that motor would fit right in my airplane with no problem. Except I'd have to build a pipe tunnel. Well, I'm gonna ink that, and if it's good, it's good. If it's bad, it's bad.
Oh, I sent that tongue muffler today, Sparky.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, shipping wasn't bad.
How much was it?
American would be about $3.
It wasn't too bad sending them molds today. I was pretty surprised.
How much was it?
Almost $12. I figured it was gonna be like 25 or so.
Oh yeah, that helps. Soldier, come here, bud.
What?
I was talking to my dog.
What did he say?
He ran away.
Oh.
Said, get back here.
I actually watched this last night after the fact at the hotel room.
You watched Sparky talk to himself?
Yeah.
For a whole damn hour.
Yep.
Nobody came on last night. You know, I don't really like doing them if nobody's going to be on for me to talk to, these live streams. But I kind of feel I got to keep. I had 9 people watching last night. But nobody.
One of them towards the end.
What's that?
That was one of them towards the end. But I was in a hotel room. Figured down to 10% power on the iPad. So.
Relax.
Oh, I forgot to send that propeller, Chris.
Oh. Well, just send it up with somebody when. Just send it up with somebody.
That would be cool to have a carbon rev up.
I was reading where the Australians are pretty heavy into control line now, eh?
But they always have been.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
The biggest control line guys are the Brazilians.
Oh, really?
What do we have? About 25 of them come down one year, Chris? Were you there?
Yeah, that was insane. There's a ton of them.
25 P-47s. The year before that, it was 25 P-51, Al-Raid P-51s. The year of the P-51s, on Circle 4, the wind came up, and I caught one of those airplanes as it flipped off the tarmac just before it hit me in the face, and I didn't hurt it a bit. I bet the guy was thankful that I got it.
No doubt.
A dust devil came up one year and took Bob Hunt's airplane, a cartwheel that broke it right in half right there on Circle 3. No, 2.
And not much survives the cartwheel.
They put it back together in the motel room.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, it broke it right behind the trailing edge, the fuselage.
Ah.
And they somehow CA glued it back together in the motel room, and he came out and he still made top 20. So, but he's a good pilot. Chris just went bye-bye.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he seems to have a habit of not charging his batteries. Speaking of which, you're still doing the inking on that, eh?
I'm done.
Your leading edge, are they silver?
Yeah. That's what it looks like there.
Sweet. It does look an awful lot like that one I showed you. The wings and the tail are a little different shape. I have to get landing gear for that, and I was thinking about the weight, being it's so light. Carbon fiber would probably be the way to go, wouldn't it?
I'll make you one.
Well, you make them, do you?
Oh yeah.
Oh, right, yeah, I think I saw a video where you were making those. There was gear on it, but I don't know where they went. They didn't come with the airplane.
I would just need some dimensions. I think the ones, is it a 40 or a 60 size airplane?
It's a 40.
Yeah, I got 40 landing gear molds made up already.
Yeah, they're pretty much all the same width, eh?
Yeah. Get this glue residue off without wiping the ink line off.
You still fighting with that?
Yeah.
What's that from? Your patterns?
Where I taped it, the stencil from the XL.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you hit it with the heat gun, it melts the glue and it kind of sticks on there.
Oh, yeah.
I might just go ahead and wipe that line off and do that whole line.
Yeah, I was watching you repairing some lines there last night.
I took the line completely off, and it's just easier just to take the line off, get all the glue off, and then draw the line back on.
Yeah.
I am going to clear tomorrow. So in about 3 days, it'll be ready to fly.
Sweet. Yeah, my little disappearing act yesterday sent me back a couple of days.
That's all right. You're not married?
Yes, I am. Yep. I just called in, let her know I went too far, so she don't care as long as they tell her.
Yeah, that's how my old lady was when I was riding.
Yeah. Yeah, I just went for, it was a nice sunny day, so I just went for a putt. Next thing I know, I'm in Saskatchewan, so the neighboring province. Yeah, I better get back at this cardinal.
I think I'm going to cut the stream short because we don't have a whole lot of participation. I just want to make sure that I'm here at 9 o'clock every night, you know.
Yeah, it's 9 o'clock. Oh yeah, you're an hour ahead of us.
And I can do up to 8 hours, but
Yeah, I don't see anybody hanging on that long. I'm still.
got 4 viewers now.
Oh, really?
I just wish they'd participate.
I think one of them there has been trying, but I think he might have given up.
No?
Needs to find a teenager and show him how to use that cursed thing.
Oh, you're talking about Thomas Creasy.
Yeah.
I think he's got a bad internet connection.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, there's a lot of crap coming in there when he tries to get on. He's so close yet so far.
All right, I got that cleaned off now.
That ruler, that's the one you made up, isn't it?
Which one? I got a steel ruler and then I got a plastic one that I use.
The one you use for drawing those lines.
Yeah, this one here is made out of template material. Did you watch my tech tip of the day on outlining the XL?
Outlining?
I posted a tech tip of the day making stencils for inking around those big letters.
No, I haven't seen that yet.
It's on my channel.
Okay.
I just cut the stencil with a vinyl cutter.
Yeah, I think you mentioned briefly about that the other day, didn't you?
I think so.
Yeah, I gotta go out tomorrow, and now that it's raining, I know it won't disappear again. See if I can get one of those sign cutters you're talking about there. Because I got a lot of warbirds here that I have been relying on decals, and you can't get them anymore. And with dope, I prefer to use water slide if I used a decal.
All right. You can make them.
Yeah, if I had that cutter, I probably could.
You could make decals on a printer. Water slide.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, just go on Amazon and search water slide decal material and put that in your printer, print out what you want. Then it comes out of the printer, then you spray on, just dust on crystal clear Krylon paint on top of it, clear enamel, just dust it on. That holds it all together while it's in the water. Then you cut it out and put it in the water and slide it off and paint over it.
Huh.
Yeah, you could search YouTube. Wow, we got gunshots going on.
Oh, nice.
You could search YouTube, you could probably find 20 videos on making decal.
Yeah, one of the local guys mentioned that he was doing it like that, and I asked him about it. I don't know, he didn't want to talk about it, I guess. Maybe it wasn't working for him, I don't know.
See them Robart incidence meters?
Hey?
You see your Robart incidence meters? They're hanging on the bench right there to your right.
Yeah.
They ain't worth a damn. You use them?
Yeah, they're not great.
I got 2 of them. Ain't worth a shit.
They work good on ARFs, especially Brodax, because they're all crooked as a politician.
Well, I think I'm done inking. I'm ready for clear.
Now that ink you use, why do you use that in particular?
The only stuff that works. It's a Rapidograph ink for paper and film. It has to be for film. Otherwise, when you hit it with the dope, it just smears all over the place.
Spreads, doesn't it? Yeah. Because I got a panel line pen. I think it's from Top Flight.
Junk. I'll guarantee you hit it with dope, it'll run.
Probably, yeah. Unless you missed it first or something.
Yeah, you have to do real light coats maybe. I've tried them before. That's basically for monocoat.
I think it is, yeah. Actually, I've seen quite a few guys paint that stuff too.
Everything that I do is old school. I mean, nothing has changed since 1950 doing this. Same materials. They had better dope back then. We had Aerogloss, but
Yeah, I think I got a bottle of that here.
I got 2 quarts. But just having the dope, it means nothing. You got to have the thinner, and the thinner is different.
It is, yeah.
I think it has a lot of MEK in it, but I'm not sure.
Could be, yeah. Yeah, we use the MEK in the full size because instead of using dope now, we use the Polytech system. It smells almost the same as dope, but they're not compatible.
I'll have to look it up. Polytech, is it fuel proof?
Oh yeah, actually it is. It's supposed to be lighter than dope too.
Where do you get it from?
Aircraft supply place. It's what most people use now in full size. It's
Over canvas?
we use it over the new fabrics. Instead of using the old Irish linen, of course, now they use this Seconite. It's just a synthetic woven fabric, and you heat shrink it. You glue it on, but you got to heat shrink it. It's kind of like that stuff you were using before.
Well, Polyspan is a dress lining material, and it's a plastic, actually.
Yeah, so was Seconite. And you use the poly tack to glue it down, and poly brush is your weave filler. And every time you put a coat on, it's like dope. It chemically bonds to the previous coat.
I will have to search for that, because if you say it's lighter than dope.
That's what they claim, yeah. In fact, Randolph is owned by these guys now.
So, okay, I'll just call Randolph then.
Yep.
I got kind of a working relationship with some of them chemists down there, and I'll ask them what I need to know.
I know Balsa USA uses their products on their kits. They recommend it with their kits. And they must be using a Polytech to adhere the fabric. Because I'll be using that system on my Heath. But I have to use epoxy varnish. I thought about trying it on a model, and I can't seem to get Balsa USA to give up their secrets. I got a couple of their kits. I should have a look in there, I suppose.
Well, I'll call him up. He's an advertiser on Stunt Hangar. I'll ask her.
Oh yeah, that'll work.
Well, I'm going to end the stream.
Okay, looks like I gotta go anyway.
All right, buddy. You have a good night.
You too. Take care, man.
Everybody watching, fair winds, tight lines.
Oh.
See ya.